What's up guys, it's Zen. Today I'm bringing you a video on how to play Marvel Snap. In this video we're going to go step by step through the game to learn the basic rules and how to advance your cards and decks faster than the average player. First and foremost, what is Marvel Snap? Marvel Snap is an online card game that pits players against one another, where they play their cards strategically to capture locations or points of interest. The player that captures 2 out of 3 locations wins the game. Sounds simple, and it is, but it also isn't. The game is both really simple and really complex. The fun of Marvel Snap comes into frame when you start getting cards with special abilities and are forced to adapt to locations with special attributes that completely change the dynamic of the hand you're playing. But let's start from the beginning. As mentioned previously, the point of the game is to capture more locations than your opponent. You will have 6 turns, 7 if a specific location is revealed, to capture these locations. The first location is revealed on turn 1, the second on turn 2, and the third on turn 3. Each turn provides you with energy that increases by 1 each turn, unless modified by a location or card. You can only play cards for which you have enough energy. Each card you play lowers the available energy for that round. Each card has its energy requirement listed in the top left of the card. So in round 1, you will typically have 1 energy and can only play a single card with 1 energy. In round 3, you could play a card with 3 energy, 2 energy, or a 2 energy card and a 1 energy card, for 3 energy total, or up to 3 cards of 1 energy. To actually capture a location, you must have more points than your opponent at that location when the game ends. Should you tie on locations, then the player who has the most points total across all 3 locations will win. Should the total points be the same for both players in this situation, then you will have a tie. It's pretty rare, but it does happen. The points that a card is worth are shown in the top right corner of the card. To make things even more interesting, most of the cards in the game have abilities or modifiers which are listed at the bottom of the card. Some of these abilities include bonus damage, drawing or destroying other cards, buffing other cards, and more. To play the game, you must have a deck of cards. A deck consists of 12 cards total. You can create several different decks to match your play style, but the most common ones revolve around a specific strategy or action. For example, common decks include ongoing, on reveal, destruction, dino, movement, and more. See my other videos, linked down below in the description, for more details on specific decks and how to play them, and their average efficacy. Real quick here, if you're finding this guide helpful, then please drop a like. It's not just for me, even though I do appreciate it. Likes help others find the video, so you'd be helping others as well. The next big question is, how do you even get cards to make a deck? Fortunately, that part is really easy. During the tutorial, you are given several cards for free, and upon completing the tutorial, you're dropped into the recruit phase of the game, where you get a mini season pass that grants rewards as you play. By the time you've completed the recruit phase and upgraded a few cards, you should have enough cards to build your very first deck. To create a deck, you click on the cards icon at the bottom, click the plus icon at the top of the screen, name your deck, give it a stylish back, and then start selecting cards to place into that deck. Once done, you can then select this deck to play with on the home screen by clicking the deck icon next to the play button. And that brings us to the most important way of getting new cards. Rather than be a pay-to-play model, all players are given free access to all the cards. And the way to get additional cards is by upgrading your current cards. Each upgrade yields levels, and after certain sets of levels, you get rewards, which include additional cards. To level up your cards, you need to open the given card and go to its upgrade section, where you can then perform the upgrade using credits and boosters. These are earned currency, as discussed later. To help you progress in the game and not get destroyed and discouraged by veteran players, the game divides players into pools. A pool is a group of cards available to the player. Pool 1 begins as soon as you finish the recruit phase and culminates at level 214. Pool 2 goes from 222 through 474. And Pool 3 goes from level 486 all the way up. To make things easier on yourself, I highly suggest not leveling past 220 until you're done attempting your first infinite ranking. And that's our not-so-subtle segue into the next part of game progression. Yet another way to earn rewards is to increase your player ranking. Ranking is rewarded every 10 levels. The first 30 levels are protected and you can't lose rank. After 30, you're building and losing rank based on how many cubes you earn from playing the game. Wait, what are cubes? One additional piece of gameplay is the snap, hence the name Marvel Snap. When you're playing a hand, at the top of the screen is a cube with a number in it. That is the number of cubes you're playing for that game. If you win the game, you gain that many cubes. If you lose the game, you lose that many cubes. If neither player snaps, then the cubes will stay at 1 until the final round, where the number of cubes doubles, in this case to 2. Before reaching the end of the game, either or both players can snap, which means tap or click the cubes at the top. This doubles the cubes being played for. Each player can snap only once. This means that if one player snaps, then the end game will show a total of 4 cubes. And that's because you always double at the very last round. So 1 times 2 when you snap, times 2 again for the final round comes to 4. If both players snap, then it again doubles, and the end of the game is played for a maximum of 8 cubes. But what if you're losing and you don't want to lose any cubes? You can always retreat and only lose the number of cubes shown when you do so. For every 10 cubes you gain, you go up a ranking level, and for every 10 cubes you lose, you go down a level. Next, we have the Season Pass. For those with some money to burn, you can purchase the Season Pass for $10. As you level up the Season Pass, you gain rewards, which includes new cards. Don't worry though, if you don't buy the Season Pass, you still get free rewards from the pass, and the cards will be available a month after the pass ends by opening earned rewards. The advantage of buying the pass is additional rewards and early access to cards, but not exclusive access to cards. That brings us to leveling up your Season Pass. This is done through missions. You get new missions every 8 hours and can have a total of 6 listed at a given time, so you want to complete them quickly. Completing missions yields credits and Season Pass experience, which levels your Season Pass. In addition, you will have Season Pass missions, which yield much larger chunks of Season Pass experience. Finally, we have the shop and news sections. In the shop, you can purchase things with real money or credits, including card variants, which are styles for your cards, and in-game currency, gold. You're also given the chance to use credits only, without boosters, to upgrade certain cards. This is not advised though, especially early in the game, as it will be much cheaper to upgrade using the boosters you gain. And the news section is important, as you'll occasionally get free rewards to your inbox, or learn about events that you can participate in to earn additional rewards. Well, that does it. You should now know everything you need to know to get started with the game and be far better prepared than the average player. Please remember to like the video to help others find it, and be sure to subscribe for more helpful videos on playing Marvel Snap. Later.